Hey toy collectors, welcome to another super exciting outrageous toy review. Today we're taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dragon Shield Black Ranger. This is a very episode specific figure based on the time Tommy lent his Dragon Shield to Zach for extra protection. I don't see any designation on the box, but this is a Walgreens exclusive. Here we've got the Dragon Shield Black Ranger out of the package. He looks pretty fantastic. I'm excited to have a Zach figure in this line, as they are slowly releasing the Mighty Morphin Rangers. So far, I have the White Ranger, the Green Ranger, the Red Ranger's out there and available in certain forms. There's a Red Ranger with the Gold Shield from Comic-Con. There's a regular Red Ranger, but I haven't found him yet. There's also a Pink Ranger available, who I haven't found, and we know Yellow's on the way. But I'm chomping at the bit to get the whole team, and I'm real excited to have this Dragon Shield Black Ranger. There's something about that Dragon Shield that is just so cool. It pushed Tommy over the edge on awesomeness, and it looked great on everybody that ever got to use it. Yeah! I'm trying not to gush about this figure, but I really do like the Lightning Collection. They just are making great figures. I'm so glad Hasbro has this brand. I was very nervous when Bandai lost the license, because I like the Legacy Collection figures a lot, but the Lightning Collection is so much better. They're so much closer to screen accurate. So we've got articulation at the head. It moves forward just a little bit. There's a ball and socket joint underneath there. The head is removable. We've got the Dragon Shield, which you can actually get off. Bruno from MMPR Toys had a video where he showed how to take the armor off the Green Ranger once you take the head off. So I'm sure you could get this off of Zach if you really want a unarmored Black Ranger until we get that figure. Down below, he's got his torso twist and a hinge joint at the waist there. And below that is the morpher on his belt with a holster for the Blade Blaster. It's a mixed bag with Blade Blasters. When they're all folded up, they look kind of silly. So the gun mode is more fun to have, but it's not screen accurate when you stick that in a holster. His arms have great motion in the shoulders. They move out to the side as well as around, but of course the armor will get in the way. He does have the gold bands on his forearms. There's a swivel right above that at the bicep. There is an elbow bend. It's actually a double jointed elbow. There is a swivel at the wrist as well as a rocker in the wrist, so you get a lot of great motion there. He has gripping hands. They can be traded out. He comes with a karate chop hand and a fist. I feel like the gripping hands and the fists are probably the most useful. The karate chop looks kind of silly in my opinion, but it does kind of make them mirror those old karate action figures where you push the button on the back and they would do the karate chop. So maybe that's kind of the reason for that. He has great range of motion at the hips. There is a swivel in the thigh below that. Double jointed knees. See if we can get that to bend. Double jointed knee. There we go. There is a rotation at the boot. Down below, he's got rockers that swivel as well, so you get a really good range of motion out of the boots. I love the sculpting on these guys. They really do look like the suits from the show, with the little imperfections, the wrinkles in the boots, the wrinkles at the gloves, all those little details that just make them feel like they jumped right off the screen here. Along with the hands, I did mention that the head is removable. Whoop. Tug that right off, and then we can put on the Zach head. I don't think Zach ever wore the Dragon Shield without his helmet. In fact, I know he didn't, but you do have this option here. I think this head is one of the weaker heads from the Legacy Collection. The Lightning Collection here, I'm sorry. I think this is one of the weaker heads from the Lightning Collection. I really, in some ways, hope they could fix this for the regular Zach release, but I have a feeling they won't. This just... It doesn't capture his likeness that well, unfortunately. In my opinion. So let's get this abomination out of here. Get back to the Mastodon helmet. Alright, so we got Zach here. He does come with the Power Axe, which I showed off. It is in Axe mode. This piece seems like a separate piece, but I can't figure out a way of moving it, so I don't think it actually can slide to here. Maybe a different version of it will come with the piece slid down, because this thing kind of slides like a pump shotgun, on the show for when it's Power Blaster versus the Power Bow mode. It does seem to have spots here where it will connect to other things, although I'm not sure how the bow connects to it. I haven't seen Kimberly up close and personal yet, so I'm not sure exactly how making the Power Blaster goes. Let's see if we can put this in Zach's hand as a weapon, as a blaster. We do sometimes have to work those fingers loose. Now his other hand, I guess I can work these fingers loose, so he can hold this like the big gun it is. There we go. Takes a little futzing to get it just right, but he comes with a great blast effect that can peg on the front of this. Everybody in the Lightning Collection comes with some sort of energy blast. A lot of times it's like lightning that goes on their swords. Zach gets this cool little swirl. It looks pretty cool. It doesn't really look like the power from the show in any way, but I do like the way it looks. Let's see if we can... Ooh, look at that. That looks phenomenal. All I'm doing is I'm putting my cell phone flashlight underneath it, but it looks cool like that. Power Axe! Yeah! So the Walgreen exclusive Dragon Shield Black Ranger is a very cool figure. He comes with a blast effect, a power axe, a blade blaster, a Zach head, and 2 additional hands. I think it's a really nice figure. Not necessarily a requirement for your Power Ranger collection, though. There will be a regular Black Ranger at some point. So if you can't find him, you might not have to sweat it. I don't know if any of the additional accessories besides the harness will be exclusive to him. I'm not sure if the regular one will come with a different blast effect or a different version of Zach's head or whatever, although a different version of Zach's head would be an improvement. But I do recommend this guy if you want those special, episode-specific versions of the Rangers. When are they going to give us a putty with a pumpkin head? That's what I want to know. That's the episode-specific Lightning Collection figure I want. Thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos.